Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Rain World: The Watcher, where I think we're close to something. Seems like we're kind of close to something. Um, and there's still so much exploring to do. We're definitely gonna find a way to fill the half hour. I'll tell you that. Okay, so now I gotta remember which room was the room that. Okay, we we got murked there. I mean, we don't necessarily have to go back to the room that we were trying to get into the upper right quadrant of. Like, it seemed like it's probably a portal, right? I think that's a pretty reasonable conclusion to draw. And that doesn't necessarily mean that's where we need to go, because there's a lot of world. Oh, there's so much world. Okay, hold on. Let me... Now I've lost my position. You know what? Let's... I had my hand slightly over on the keyboard from where I would have liked it, and so I pressed throw instead of jump. Okay, that's fine. We didn't need that spear. Who has ever needed a spear? Okay, there we go. There's the reset. So... Left, down. I mean, left, down goes somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. They're having maybe more time finding a replacement, or more difficulty finding a replacement spear than I was hoping. Yeah, okay, we don't really know anything about this direction. And at this point, it does kind of feel like just going anywhere is something. Okay, shelter in the bottom left. This area is kind of horrifying to be in. But I guess this doesn't really go anywhere else. Okay, you know what? If we're going to approach that outer area, why? Slugcat, please go down into the tube. If we're going to approach that outer area, I guess it's slightly better to do it from here. I feel like we have a little bit more control. Now that that lizard has vacated. Okay, there's a portal-y thing below us, it looks like. Not actually sure how to get over there. Well, I certainly can't just, like, ascend this open shaft. So never mind. Let's just see about this. Wait, is this a wall? Huh. Boy, it sure doesn't look like there's a wall here. But there is absolutely a hard wall there. Okay, so we can't approach it from here. If we want to get out there, we got to do it this way. Okay, I'm alright. Everything's fine. I guess I really wanted to be all the way to the left. Well, we can let the wind handle part of that. Unfortunately, I can't really stand still in the part of the... Here we go. Just had to find something to brace myself against because of the wind. Hell yeah, spear. Hell yes, sources of food. Welcome to the Sunlit port. I mean, I don't really need this. I might leave that food source there. Okay. Yeah, because we can rest and then we can come out and eat to full. Okay. Somewhere new. In some ways, it seems friendlier. In other ways, perhaps more hostile, because we are certainly seeing murderous enemies immediately. Okay, so the Sunlit port. Yeah, all right, we're making some kind of progress somewhere. We are certainly traveling in a direction. You can't argue with that. Is this a useful thing to be doing? I have no idea. But no, don't go back in. Climb down. Now, of course, the bad news is I don't think that I can open up the food plant with one of these explosive spears. I think I need a normal spear for that. Is that one, though? Yeah, that is one. Okay. No, don't portal me. Just trying to eat. I'm going to keep moving around in hopes that that makes the portal not happen. Nope. I am not correct about how that works. Apparently. But this should just put us back on the other side of the... It seems like it's just a two-way. Wow, the wind is really fucking me up here. Do I need to... I can't tell if I can, like, is it that I can't trigger it again on this life? I mean, I got most of a full belly there. Okay, there we go. Is this a good enough spot? Pretty far from the actual portal location, but it is responding to my presence at least. So I'm trapped behind like an invisible barrier. Well, we can certainly get back down here. Alright, take me. Put me through the thing. There we go. What a pain in the ass. Alright, may I finish my meal? Oh no, it's dead now. It's no longer a live plant. Okay, well... Crossing to new frontiers takes a toll on the body, but sleep can help you recover. Well, I don't know exactly what they mean by that. But I certainly don't want to just sleep in the same location again, right? That feels unproductive. Alright, tasty. Slug cats love weird little bugs. Damn it. Yep, and it did in fact survive. Well, I guess I should be able to get across from here. Oh, no. Is it above us? No, no, it's in the wall over there. I think I'm still going to go for this. Perhaps I shouldn't have, but we certainly made it at least. I should probably actually grab that spear. I didn't notice that it was there until we had pressed through the thing already. Well, this area is a lot less barren. Although, you know, be a bit of a double-edged sword, that. Let's try going this way. There is a huge amount of food around here. Damn it. Thought I had a pretty reasonable shot at that lizard. You're gonna go... Okay. Oh, there's a functional spear right here. Do not harass me. Okay, so we know that room. Let's see what's this way. Don't love an underwater path, especially with that water filled with leeches. Let's try that again. Come out, go down, go in. Oh god, I'm getting leeched. I might have gotten too leeched. Yeah, this is bad. Look at that. They're weighing me down. This is what they do. Okay, so you have to make that traversal pretty cleanly. It's really hard to come out and make like a clean U shape in the water. Especially to do so quickly. So, I don't know. I think maybe this is what we're supposed to be doing, traveling through the regions in this way. Maybe I just don't even want to bother with that. It's like a whole complicated situation, and there was plenty of food on the path. So now we know, like, this is basically exactly where we were. I managed to travel in a big loop. It would be very helpful if we could get the leeches to go over to the right side of the water. I don't actually know, like... Okay, they're distracted. Okay, I didn't get more than, like, maybe one or two. Actually, it looks like maybe none. Yeah, alright, that's pretty good. Remember that what I was saying about there being, like, an infinite amount of food, though? Not really turned out to be the case right now, huh? Alright. Got a healthy amount of food out of that giant bug corpse. I don't see a lot of leeches. There's the one that's on that bug, obviously. These dudes can be more dangerous here than in other places, because obviously it's bad to go unconscious in the water. And to be honest with you, not a big fan of water stuff in general in Rain World, so Not super happy to be here. Would you calm down? Oh my god. Okay. Just you guys. Where does this go? Where am I relative to our mapping? Okay, so we had been in the room to the right, but this way is new territory. Okay, we'll even overfill a little bit. And have a spear. Okay. And even more large sources of food. So it looks like we can just climb up the wall and onto another screen here, I think. Oh. No, ah. And becoming less hopeful. As you might imagine, that is not the direction I was trying to throw that in. Just stand up. Don't crawl in sideways. There we go. Just get up there on your legs. Remember, legs at the bottom? Remember that old chestnut? It's a classic for a reason. Okay, I cannot actually... Yeah, this surface does not support the spear. Okay, well then... This seems like it's just a place to get a lot of food. And I mean, it's beautiful. There's that. Does this secretly let us go somewhere? No. Okay. Ow. Then yeah, this is just a dead end. As is the screen below us, I think. Although, there was a third water tank. Let me see something real quick here. Yeah, but it just comes up there. Okay, then I guess we're heading out to the right here. What are we looking at? Okay. Maybe up and then through the top entrance or through the top door out of that room. I am not trying to eat you. Okay, actually it's up and then through the top door. Yeah, see about this. Well, that is indeed another portal. There are characters here, and I do not know what they mean. I wonder if they are important. Like, I wonder if we're supposed to be tracking our teleports via the characters that appear near the portals or whatever, you know? Screw that thing. Hate those creatures. Buddy, get up there. Get up. There we go. Okay. We're certainly getting places. I wonder how many of these new regions there are. It does feel like they're pretty large. They're not really like miniaturized or anything. Yes, we are continuing to travel vaguely in a direction. That's all I got. Is we're still going. Hopefully whatever we're looking for is at the end of this, because otherwise I don't know what the hell to do. Those are new creatures. They are noisy and angry seeming. Do they attempt to kill me immediately? No. But they might just be stuck. They make sounds that make me think they are dangerous. Right? I don't think I'm being unreasonable there. Those seem like danger noises. Oh, and sometimes they get the leeches on them. I bet we're gonna need to use that underwater exit, because that is the kind of nightmare that Rainworld loves to subject you to. But this is interesting. So we're like a dried out seabed. Whoa. I don't feel safe with that. With that thing there. I mean, they're probably not. I don't know. They got pointy limbs. I guess we're gonna find out here. Are you hunting me? Okay. So I was gonna say, those things on their back kind of look like mining drills to me, and indeed, it's like a hermit crab that's crawled inside of mining equipment. So it seems like not explicitly hunting me, and in fact, seems to be quite afraid of us. But perhaps no less dangerous for all that. Okay. We've gotten pretty close to those shell-looking things, those depth charge / shell-looking creatures. A couple of times now in a couple of different contexts. And they have not harmed us or obviously tried to harm us. I whiffed. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna get out of here and leave you alone. Alright, well, I'm covering a lot of distance. Go, 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 go. Oh, get out of there, get out of there. It doesn't seem to fear the lizards the same way it fears us, which is strange. But if you think about the slug cats... So, like, here's the thing. This game is... is in the canon, I believe. The Watcher is in the canon of the rest of Rainworld. The Downpour stuff was effectively fan fiction that the developers liked enough to sort of like bring it on board and clean it up some and put it up for sale. But it was not. It is not explicitly part of the canon. So I don't exactly know. It's kind of like a Star Wars Legends situation where it's like I'm not 100% sure what the correctness is of any of the things presented in there. They could be intended story, but they might not be as well. I need food before we can rest. So I don't know if it is the case that the big machines. What are you? Are you going to kill me? Seems like no. Can I kill you? Are you food? Well, shit. There goes my spear. But if it is the case that the giant machine presences of the past use the slug cats as agents and stuff, that could explain why creatures might have a particular reaction to the slug cats above and beyond just like the reaction to any creature. Oh, okay, I see squid. I see squid. Little jellies. Jellies is food. Oh, okay, those are not actually climbable. Buddy, just get up on the thing. Okay, well that goes somewhere, but I think maybe we should go take the rest. The rest that is afforded to us, and then we can explore some more. Yeah, it's hard to know what exactly the status of the world is, and I imagine that's extremely intentional, because obviously the way these games are constructed, or the way that base Rain World and the Watcher are constructed, there's a lot of obviously intentionally not explaining things going on. Where you are presented the world in a very sort of cryptic fashion. It is probably, as far as like stylistically, as far as matching with the base game goes, the biggest failing of the Downpour campaigns is probably that they explain so much. There's so much text in them. There is so much you being told explicitly what is going on, which really doesn't fit the base setup at all. Although, again, like I said, the developers clearly didn't find it too offensive or anything, because they did more or less legitimize it. I think it'll be easy enough to get back up. Yeah. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Okay. I like how frequently we're getting the combat drums music. It makes me very worried all of the time. That was a big sound. Oh, I almost didn't see that lizard. Okay. I think it's probably dead. Piss off this wasp hive if we can. I failed. Shit. There it is. Okay. Get it to expend itself while it is still, yeah, before we cross here. Oh, stupid. More of the wasps were still functional than I had realized. Little slug cat's looking a little wobbly there, a little bit uneven on his feet. Okay, so there's two different kinds of slugs. are two different kinds of leeches. And I do not remember what the difference is. But obviously these ones on these screens, these are the bigger ones. Okay. I mean, I think we want to just keep going left, right? Actually, maybe I want to short that jump a little bit. Well, I see no reason not to carry a pearl. I stole my pearl. Go, go, go. Wow, the white lizards, their tongues are way too long. Are we out on food? I'm a little worried the white lizard's going to come through the thing. I guess it doesn't look too likely now. Get out of the water before the leeches get you. Chomp, chomp, chomp. The leeches are far enough out. I think we can get the other one too. Okay. But they will, of course, both, you know, they will, both types of leeches will do the thing where they weigh you down and then cause you to die horribly, so. One must be wary. Okay, it looks like we're... This music is horrifying. How do I access that area above us? Yeah, I don't like this song at all. This is very fucking stressful. Come on. That didn't quite work. Where does this go? This is a very strange piece of music for this game. Well, I guess that's a place to sleep, actually. We probably shouldn't ignore that. Yeah, the fact that at first that sounded like a countdown, like something was gonna explode on that screen, sucks. That sucks a lot, actually. I know that's the effect they were going for, but I would like to go on the record as saying I think that is legitimately bad. Don't do that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and my anxiety disorder. New pip for Dragon Slayer. Still need 2 more. All right, let's go one more cycle. We're making good progress here. Let's ride the momentum. So we got a pearl, we got a spear, we got a map with some interesting doorways on it. Let's get out here and hope. It's a very impressive looking lizard. Can't tell. Okay, I couldn't tell if he was coming back or not. Now he is. I'm going to swap him again. Okay, now I think we should be able to stay on here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not as safe as I thought. Smarter than I gave him credit for. Yeah, he's really... Shit. Shit, shit, shit. That spear did not do the work that I was hoping it would do. Okay. Cool. More lizards. Okay, that did not Never mind, it did get his attention. Sorry, random bug. That was not a good use of a spear. Say that. Okay, that thing could absolutely kill a lizard. The bigger those bugs are, the more electricity they have in them. And they're absolutely capable. The little ones are capable of stunning just about anything. The big ones can kill most creatures. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the safest way through here? That thing sees me, I think. Is it? It's not dead. Is it? Maybe. Huh, I guess so. Chomp, 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 chomp. You two. Alright, rad. Ow, okay. So now we know these things block your path and they shock you. And if you disturb them, they move around erratically. Which, depending on your situation, may be exactly what you're looking for. Okay, interesting. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna keep washing through these teleports until we find out what's at the end of them. Ah! That's not what I wanted. I wanted my spear back. Lost consciousness. Okay. Hey, you. Give me that spear. Keep in mind, we only get credit for each color of lizard once per for Dragon Slayer, so that is not a productive kill, except in the sense that killing that thing allowed me to recover my spear. Am I not? No? It's a shelter, right? Maybe not. Do I need to be... Okay, this shelter just doesn't want to fire. That's a little concerning. Well, maybe we can find another one. Huh. Okay, well that feels like a dead end, probably. I'm gonna try entering this again now that we've come onto this, like, left and come back. Okay, that time it worked. It was weird. I don't know. The important thing is we made it. Okay, so I think that's progress, probably. We certainly traversed several biomes there. Yep, this is what we're doing now. Progress of some kind. We're certainly going somewhere. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, perhaps we'll even find out where that somewhere is. And we'll see you then.